The insidious danger of shiny new object syndrome. I saw an interview the other day with a popular actor. He was talking about the problems he'd had after he made his first giant breakthrough. He'd been chasing his dream for so long that when he finally got it, he felt a little bit let down. In his own words, he said, there was nothing there. It's been said that there are two tragedies in life: getting your goals and not getting your goals. Not getting your goals seems pretty obvious, but why would getting your goals be a tragedy? Maybe because once you get your goals, what do you do then? Sure, a vacation would be nice, but what do you do after that? It's a common idea that lottery winners invariably end up broke and unhappy. Why? At first, it's fantastic. All their money problems are gone. All their work issues are gone. Now they can get whatever they want. A seeming dream come true. But then the law of diminishing returns kicks in. Each new purchase feels less and less special. Nothing is quite as powerful as that very first high. They need to keep spending more and more money to get that first good feeling. Meanwhile, their money supply is dwindling, and all their common everyday work skills, all their common everyday life skills are also dwindling. Delayed gratification, putting up with life's inconveniences, etc. Eventually, their money runs out. And when their money runs out, they've essentially obliterated their ability to stick to a regular schedule and put in an honest day's work. They are miserable. Imagine two different tribes of cavemen way back in the days of hunter-gatherers. They are exactly the same in every way except for one. They are both chasing and have been chasing a herd of woolly mammoths for about a week or so. They are both very hungry and slowly getting closer to a big kill. One tribe has a very realistic view of what will happen once they get a big kill. They'll relax for a couple of weeks, but then most of the men will become restless and want to go out and go hunting again. The women who spend most of their time gathering and watching the kids, they'll also wish the men would go out hunting again. They know this because this is what happens every single time. They know from experience that while a woolly mammoth kill is pretty cool, that after relaxing for a couple of weeks, everybody will have to get back to work. Now, let's imagine the second tribe. Let's say they have a genetic mutation that affects their thinking. And let's say because of this genetic mutation, they have a purely irrational belief that once they kill the next woolly mammoth, all their problems will forever be solved. They believe that they'll never have to hunt again and they'll live happily ever after. Yes, this is a purely irrational belief. But what will this belief do for them? Because they believe that the next kill will allow them to live happily ever after forever, they will be much more motivated to get that next kill. That means that over the long intergenerational competition between these two tribes, basically in a natural selection replication contest, this first tribe will be more motivated to hunt, which means they will probably outpopulate this tribe over time. Because they're more motivated to go hunting, they're more motivated to kill that woolly mammoth, they'll be more successful to get food, they'll be likely to reproduce at a higher rate than this tribe, who has an accurate idea of what actually happens every time they're successful. Driven by this irrational belief to make them more motivated hunters, they will outpopulate this tribe over the long course of natural selection. Now compare that to how we feel today when we are going after a goal. When we are pursuing any kind of goal, we tend to overestimate all the benefits we'll get once we achieve that goal. And this can lead to some unhelpful behaviors. We seek something and we think it's going to solve all of our problems. But then we get that thing and it feels good for a little bit, but then it wears off. the good feeling eventually goes away. So we want something else. And this leads to shiny new object syndrome. We keep getting more and more things. We keep buying more and more things. We keep getting into serially monogamous relationships, one after the other. These things satisfy us a little bit, but then the good feeling wears off and we think we need to get the next thing. This can cost a lot of money, waste a lot of time, and be very, very frustrating. What's the answer? One technique is an idea called horizon goals. Things that you want, behaviors, skills, relationships, etc., that are always a year out from now. Very vaguely defined. To have a basic idea that a year from now, everything in your life will be better. Sure, you'll get specific achievements and measurable milestones along the way, but your ultimate ambition is always a year out. And you'll always have this idea that you're in the process of making everything about your life better. This will do a couple of things. One is you'll be less likely to fall into the shiny new object trap. You won't believe that each next thing is the be-all and end-all. It'll just be another milestone on the way to your vague future ambition that is always a year out from now. And the things you achieve and go after will be much more calibrated to that ambition. You will always have a strong belief that you're in the process of building a life a year from now that is going to be much better than your life now. You will always have a feeling of forward progress. The second benefit is you'll never have to worry about the two tragedies of life, of achieving your goals and not achieving your goals, because for the rest of your life, you'll always be pursuing bigger and bigger goals. And no matter how much you accomplish in the future, whenever you arrive at the future, you'll always be in that same state of being in the process of building a life that is much better in a year than it is now, whenever that now might be. Orient yourself to this mindset and you will always be on your purpose. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. To learn more, please visit mindpersuasion.com.